The little couple, star Will Klein marriage his secret girlfriend. His girlfriend name is Emma. Will Klein's parents and sister very happy. I will explain everything. Welcome back, everyone, to a story that's going to warm your hearts and maybe even bring a tear to your eye. If you've followed the journey of the little couple, you know Will Klein, the adorable, spirited boy who stole our hearts alongside his parents, Dr. Arnold and Bill Klein, and his little sister Zoey. From his adoption from China to his playful adventures on screen, Will has grown up before our eyes. But today, we're not talking about the past. We're stepping into the future, a future where Will Klein, now a grown man, has found the love of his life in a secret romance that's led to a beautiful marriage. This is the tale of Will Klein and Emma, a love story that feels so real, so genuine, that you might just believe it's happening right now. Picture this: a young man shaped by a loving family, a secret girlfriend named Emma, and a wedding that brings joy to everyone around them, especially Will's parents and sister, who couldn't be happier. So grab a cozy blanket, maybe some tissues, and let's dive into this incredible journey together. Let's set the scene. It's the year 2035, and Will Klein is 25 years old. Time has flown since we last saw him as that energetic kid on TV. Now he's a young man with a purpose, a career, and a heart full of dreams. Inspired by his mother, Dr. Arnold, Will has followed in her footsteps into the world of medicine. After graduating from Harvard Medical School, yes, Harvard, because Will's always been a bright spark, he's now a resident doctor at Boston Children's Hospital, a place close to his family's heart. Will specializes in pediatric care, working with kids who remind him of himself, children who might feel a little different but have big dreams. His patients adore him. One little girl, Sophie, once told him, "You're the best doctor because you make me laugh even when I'm scared." And Will, he just smiled and said, "That's all I ever wanted to do, make people feel better." His colleagues see it too, his kindness, his dedication. Dr. Patel, his mentor, often says, "Will's got a gift. He's not just a doctor. He's a friend to every kid in here." But medicine isn't his whole life. Will's still that family guy we remember. He's incredibly close to his parents, Jen and Bill, and his sister Zoey, who's all grown up too. Weekends often find them back at the family home in Florida or visiting each other in Boston. They share meals, tell stories, and laugh about old times, like when Will tried to teach Zoey how to ride a bike and ended up in a bush instead. "You're still the clumsiest big brother ever," Zoey teases him, and Will just grins. "Yeah, but you love me anyway." Life is good for Will. Busy, fulfilling, surrounded by love. But there's something his family doesn't know yet. Something, or rather, someone who's about to change everything. Her name is Emma, and she's been Will's little secret for a while now. How did this all start? Let's rewind a bit and find out. It all began on a crisp autumn evening in 2032, Will's final year at Harvard Medical School. He was 22, focused on his studies, but always ready to give back. That night, he attended a charity gala organized by the school to raise funds for children's healthcare, a cause that hit close to home. The room was alive with chatter, laughter, and the clinking of glasses, but Will's attention was about to be captured by someone special. Enter Emma. She was a volunteer at the event, a 23-year-old nursing student with a passion for helping others. Emma had this energy about her, bright, cheerful, the kind of person who makes everyone feel welcome. Her dark hair was pulled back in a messy bun, and she wore a simple blue dress that matched her lively spirit. Will noticed her right away, arranging items for the silent auction with a quiet grace. "Ms. Carter." "Will, this is Emma. She's one of our star volunteers." "Emma, meet Will Klein. He's a med student here. You two are going to team up to promote the auction. Make it shine, okay?" Will Klein. "Hi, Emma. Nice to meet you." Emma. "Hi, Will. Likewise. Let's make this auction a hit." And just like that, they were off. They moved through the crowd together, talking to guests, explaining the auction items, a signed baseball, A weekend getaway. A painting by a local artist. But it wasn't the work that stood out. It was the way they clicked. Between the bustle, they started talking, really talking. Will Klein, so Emma, what got you into nursing? Emma, oh, it's kind of a long story. I'd always loved taking care of people, especially kids. When I was little, my brother broke his leg, and I spent all day playing nurse, bringing him juice, fixing his pillows. I guess it stuck. What about you? Why medicine? Will Klein, my mom's a doctor, a pediatrician. Growing up, I saw how she helped kids like me, kids who maybe didn't fit the usual mold. I wanted to do that too, make a difference, especially for kids who feel different. Emma, that's beautiful, Will. It's rare to meet someone who gets it, who really cares like that. Hours flew by, and the event started winding down, but Will and Emma didn't notice. They talked about everything, their favorite books, their pets, and their dreams for the future. It was one of those rare moments where time just stops. As the last guest trickled out, Will realized he didn't want this to end. He took a deep breath, his heart pounding a little faster. Will Klein, Emma, I've really enjoyed talking with you tonight. Would you maybe want to grab coffee sometime? Emma, I'd love that, Will. Here, let me give you my number. And with that simple exchange, something magical began. A connection sparked that night. One that would grow into a love story neither of them saw coming. Over the next few months, Will and Emma became inseparable. It started with that coffee date, just a small cafe near campus, where they sat for hours, sipping lattes and laughing over shared stories. From there, it grew. They took long walks in Boston Common, leaves crunching under their feet in the fall, then snow dusting their coats in the winter. They volunteered together at local shelters, handing out blankets and food, their shared passion for helping others drawing them closer. Their lives intertwined naturally. Emma was in her final year of nursing school, and Will was buried in med school rotations, but they made it work. Late nights in the library turned into study sessions where they'd quiz each other, Emma testing Will on anatomy, Will helping Emma with pharmacology. Between the flashcards and textbooks, there were stolen glances, quiet giggles, and moments where their hands brushed and lingered just a second too long. But here's the twist. They kept it all a secret. Will had a reason. A big one. His family wasn't just any family. They were the Kleins from the little couple known to millions. Growing up in the spotlight taught Will to guard his private life fiercely. He didn't want Emma thrust into that world, not yet. I just want us to be us. He told her one night, without cameras or questions. Emma understood. She wasn't in it for fame, she just wanted him. So they built their own little world. Secret dates, coded texts. Meet me at the usual spot, meaning their favorite bench by the Charles River. They'd sneak kisses when no one was looking, their laughter muffled by the wind. It wasn't easy though. There were close calls, like the time a classmate almost caught them holding hands, or when Will's sister Zoey asked why he was smiling at his phone so much. Just a funny meme, he'd say, brushing it off. One evening, as the sun dipped low over the water, they talked about it. Emma, do you ever think about telling them, your family, I mean? Will Klein, all the time. I want them to know you, Emma. They'd love you. It's just, I want to protect this, us, for a little longer. Is that okay? Emma, more than okay. I'm happy as long as I'm with you. And so their secret romance grew. Quiet, steady, and stronger every day. For 2 years, they nurtured it, facing the chaos of their careers and the thrill of their hidden love. But Will knew this couldn't stay a secret forever. He had a plan, a big one. Fast forward to the summer of 2034. Will and Emma had been together for 2 years, their love deepening through every challenge and quiet moment. Will was 24 now, Emma 25, and he knew she was his forever. He'd been planning this for months, every detail perfect, because Emma deserved nothing less. It started with the ring. Will spent weeks searching, finally settling on a delicate diamond band, simple, elegant, just like Emma. He hid it in his sock drawer, checking it every night like a kid with a secret treasure. Then came the where and how. Their favorite spot was a quiet beach an hour outside Boston, a place they'd escaped to countless times. That's where it would happen. On a warm July evening, Will told Emma he wanted to take her somewhere special. Just a little getaway, he said, keeping it casual. But behind the scenes, he was a wreck, hands shaking as he packed a picnic, strung up fairy lights, and rehearsed what he'd say. When they arrived, the sun was just starting to set, painting the sky in oranges and pinks. Emma. Will, what's all this? It's beautiful. Will Klein. Just wanted to make tonight special. Come on, sit with me. They ate, talked, laughed. Everything normal, except Will's heart was racing. Finally, as the last light faded, he took her hand and stood up. Will Klein. Emma, there's something I need to say. These past 2 years, they've been the best of my life. You're my best friend, my partner, the person who makes every day better. I've never been so sure of anything as I am of this. Will Klein. Emma, will you marry me? Emma? Oh my God, Will. Yes, of course. She said yes, and the world seemed to stop. They held each other, the waves crashing softly, the lights twinkling around them. It was perfect, a moment they'd remember forever. But now, there was one more step, telling the family. A week after the proposal, Will knew it was time. He couldn't keep Emma a secret any longer, not when she was about to be his wife. So he planned a trip home to Florida, bringing Emma along. He was nervous, more nervous than he'd been proposing. What if they didn't approve? What if they were upset he'd hidden this? But deep down, he knew his family. They'd love her. It was a Sunday afternoon when they walked through the door. Jen was in the kitchen, Bill was setting the table, and Zoey was sprawled on the couch with her phone. The usual chaos of a Klein family gathering. Jen. Will Klein. You're here. And who's this? Will Klein. Hey, Mom. Everyone. This is Emma. We've got something to tell you. They all sat around the dining table, a spread of roast chicken and mashed potatoes in front of them. Will took a deep breath, Emma squeezing his hand under the table. Will Klein. So, Emma and I have been together for 2 years. I didn't tell you guys because I wanted to keep it private, with everything from the show. But she's amazing, and we're engaged. Zoey. What? Engaged? Oh my gosh, Will. Jen. Will, honey, 2 years? And Emma. Oh, welcome, sweetheart. I'm so happy. Bill Klein, you sneaky kid. Emma, you're family now. We're thrilled, absolutely thrilled. The room exploded with joy. Jen hugged Emma so tight she could barely breathe. Bill toasted them with a glass of water, and Zoey demanded to see the ring. It's perfect, she declared, already planning her role as bridesmaid. Any worry Will had melted away. His parents and sister weren't just happy, they were over the moon. Jen Klein. We've been waiting for this day, Will. Emma, you're everything we could have hoped for him. Emma. Thank you, Dr. Arnold. Jen. I'm so glad to be here. That night, they stayed up late. Emma fitting right in as Jen shared stories of Will's childhood, and Bill joked about teaching him how to dance for the wedding. The secret was out, and the Klein family was growing, stronger and happier than ever. With the family's blessing, Will and Emma dove into wedding planning. They wanted something small, intimate, just their closest loved ones in a setting that felt like them. After weeks of searching, they found it. A beautiful garden venue outside Boston, with winding paths, blooming flowers, and a gazebo perfect for bows. Emma spent days with Zoey, hunting for the dress. She finally chose a flowing gown with lace sleeves, simple yet stunning. Will went for a classic gray suit, joking with Bill. Think I can pull this off, Dad? Bill just laughed. You'll look better than I did. Invitations went out, handwritten, personal, and they picked a spring date, April 2035, when the flowers would be in full bloom. Every detail mattered. They tasted cakes, chose wildflowers for the tables, and even planned a nod to their pets, little dog-shaped cookies as favors, since Max and Rocky couldn't attend. It was hectic, but every moment brought them closer, their excitement building for the day they'd say, "I do." April 12, 2035, dawned bright and clear. The garden was a dream, petals scattered on the grass, the gazebo draped in white. Guests trickled in, friends from school, colleagues, and, of course, the Klein family, beaming with pride. Will stood at the altar, hands fidgeting, until the music started. Then he saw her, Emma, radiant in her gown, walking toward him. His breath caught, tears pricking his eyes. She reached him, and they smiled, the world fading away. "Will Klein, Emma, you're my everything. I promise to love you, support you, and make you laugh, even when I'm terrible at jokes. Emma, Will, you're my home. I promise to stand by you, to care for you, and to always say yes to coffee dates." They slipped rings on each other's fingers, and when the officiant said, "You may kiss," the crowd erupted. It was official. Will and Emma were married. The reception was pure joy. Jen's speech had everyone crying, Bill's had them laughing, and Zoey led a goofy dance line. Will and Emma cut the cake, smearing a little on each other, and danced their first dance to Can't Help Falling in Love, surrounded by love. After a quiet honeymoon in a Vermont cabin, Will and Emma returned to Boston, ready for their new life. The Klein family welcomed them with open arms, stronger than ever with Emma now part of it. Their love, once a secret, was now a celebration, a testament to patience, trust, and family. More update. The little couple, Will Klein goes all out for big event. Will Klein, 15, rocks a mustache. And Will Klein asks fans for help. Why? And the little couple, Will Klein shares death of my brother. I will explain everything. The little couple, Will Klein goes all out for big event. Will Klein, who plays the role of the little couple, recently splurged for a special occasion. Is there anything new he did that made people pay attention? Since viewers of the little couple last saw Will and Zoey Klein on TV, they have both matured considerably. Their transition from Florida to Boston has been smooth, and their fans appreciate hearing about their adventures. Fans of the little couple are always happy to see Jen Arnold's updates on the family's whereabouts and activities. Will now enjoys many of the same activities as other teenagers, as he is a teenager himself. Sports are very important to Will Klein and the rest of the little couple family, which is something you could notice about the Arnold/Klein household. Will recently let his hair down during a Tropicana Field baseball game featuring the Tampa Bay Rays. Will sported flappy boy hoodies to the formal occasion, matching his cousins. Me and my cousins wearing flappy boy hoodies at a Tampa Bay Rays game having fun. Will Klein wrote beside an image of himself and his relatives wearing the hoodie, which he shared with his followers on the little couple. Bill Klein, Zoey Klein, Jen Arnold, and Will Klein all call Florida home, even if they now call Boston their permanent residence. They return frequently to visit family or enjoy time at the beach. Having a warm destination like Florida on hand is usually a lifesaver when you live in a frigid climate like Boston. You can travel to the beach, avoid the cold, or more recently, see a baseball game. As it happens, the fun didn't stop with Will Klein and his cousins. Even Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, who were there to enjoy the live baseball game's adrenaline and atmosphere, got into it. While they may not have dressed as formally as Will and his relatives, it is clear that they had a great time. Fans of the little couple continue to delight in following the family's antics even after all these years have passed. Fans appreciate being updated, even though there have been significant changes since they called Boston home. Even while it's not the same as seeing the entire family show, most people are glad that it has entertaining moments like this. The little couple, Will Klein, 15, rocks a mustache. One of the famous members of the little couple, Dr. Jennifer Arnold, recently posted a video on her social media accounts. Her son, Will Klein, was observed by admirers while he was growing up during the family's unique celebration. In a similar vein, other admirers left heartfelt messages for the family in the comments section. From 2009 till 2019, the little couple was on the air. Viewers of the TLC series met neonatologist Dr. Jennifer Arnold and businessman Bill Klein, both of whom suffer from skeletal dysplasia. Little People, Just Married was the special that introduced the pair to viewers. 2 children were born to the happy couple in 2013. Will, their son, was adopted from China in March. Zoey, their daughter, was adopted from India the following October. Fans have continued to follow the family on social media even after the original series finished. A member just commemorated a significant achievement. In celebration of Will's 15th birthday, Jennifer just posted a video of him to Instagram. "Yet another birthday down the drain," she said in the post. "Can you believe you're 15 years old? Will Klein 63? We are incredibly proud of the wonderful, generous, funny, and intelligent young man you have grown into." In the video, Will's family gathers around a cake with 15 candles to sing happy birthday to him. Zoey mentioned that she had videotaped the joyful occasion, except for the part while they were opening presents. The fact that Will looked older was noticed by fans who have seen him mature throughout the years. Will stood out because he had grown a mustache. Those who follow Jennifer's Instagram account would have seen this much more. After all, she does occasionally post nostalgic family movies and images. Many admirers took to the comments section to wish Will a merry birthday. Many also mentioned the passing of time and how they've seen the family grow and change. Among the remarks were, "Oh my, even though he's only 15 now, I remember watching him when I was a kid. Wow, time flies. Howdy, William. It's your birthday. Wow, I can still hear him saying cake cake. My best wishes for your birthday, Will. Will, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. It's hard to believe you're in 5th grade. I will never forget the overwhelming joy and love I felt when your parents came to get you. Your parents' love has always shone through in my heart. You are always in my prayers. Will, I hope you have a very happy birthday. You are maturing into an adult, sending best wishes and a warm welcome to your wonderful parents and sister." Is that 15? Wow, how quickly this year has passed. He has matured into such a dashing young man. Celebrate your 15th birthday, Will. I hope that Zoey and your parents pampered you. What an exciting year ahead, Will. The little couple, Will Klein, asks fans for help. Why? A member of the little couple, Will Klein, recently took to social media to appeal for followers' support. He reached out to TLC fans. Why is he acting this way? Fans of the TLC series, the little couple who have been watching since the beginning, will notice that Will Klein has matured considerably after his adoption from China by Jen Arnold and Bill Klein. Much to the delight of his loyal fan base, he has matured much over the years. In honor of Will Klein's 14th birthday, the little couple family recently jetted off to the Big Apple. New York City is a beloved destination for Will. Their journey to New York City is now much shorter now that Jen Arnold and company call Boston home. Reports indicate that Will thoroughly enjoyed their time in the city. The adolescent Will is doing a lot of little things to start acting more independently. He has just started his own social media profiles as one method to achieve this. You can now find Will Klein on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So far, keeping up with Jen Arnold's social media posts has been the sole reliable source for regular updates about the little couple family. Though he is far less active on social media than his wife, Bill Klein is nonetheless active. Thanks to Will's addition, viewers can stay updated on all their happenings, which is especially great since their beloved show is no longer airing. Almost 10,000 people have followed Will Klein's Instagram account, even though it's only been online for a short while. A need for assistance came from him to his ever-expanding fan following not long ago. Will asked his Instagram followers to vote on whether or not his parents should buy him earrings. They could say yes or no, Earrings might be a terrific method for Will Klein to experiment with his style and demonstrate his unique personality, which is something he appears to be interested in doing. The fans of the little couple have not let Will Klein down. Numerous commentators have offered wise counsel as he considers this transition. An admirer of the little couple suggested magnetic stud earrings as a solution. Do that until you're satisfied with the style. Then you can ignore the holes forever. Others were quite sympathetic, though some said Will shouldn't have them. One fan even wrote, "Yes, dig your point through." Despite the inherent cruelty of social media, Will appears to have discovered a group of encouraging fans. He received some good advice, so it will be interesting to watch if he actually gets earrings. The little couple. Will Klein excels at DAAA Nationals. Will Klein, Jen Arnold's 14-year-old son, just had his debut appearance at the Dwarf Athletic Association of America National Games, which she took great pride in sharing on social media. The young man and his squad achieved great success, which made the little couple supporters delighted. Will Klein appears to be a son who his parents can be proud of, despite his few social media gaffes, and TLC viewers love him for it. The downtrodden Americans get together for a major convention once a year. Having fun is the name of the game, and that's exactly what happens. One of Lil People, Big World's Lila Roloffs made her soccer debut this year. Her brother Jackson's team even took home some hardware. At this year's event, Will Klein is accompanied by his sister Zoey. But viewers of 7 Little Johnstons heard that the Johnston family decided not to participate. Anna Johnston, who her admirers believe may be emotionally distant from her loved ones, broke the news. Actually, there are a lot of other small individuals, and the kids really enjoy playing the games. Instagram user Jen Arnold showcased her son Will's basketball skills in a highlight reel. His mother, who is the star of the little couple, informed her TLC viewers that this was his first time competing. Day 1 of the Little People, USA National Conference, and the inaugural DAA National Games, Submarine On, a silver medal was theirs for their outstanding performance. Appreciate the immediate camaraderie and the joy that the children derive from playing the game. Many viewers and commenters on TLC were enthralled by the reel. Some of their responses are as follows. Will is an incredible sportsman. What a triumph for the Lobsters. That is absolutely hilarious. They gave it their all. Well done. Holy cow. Has Will Klein finally matured? How far down the road is he? What a disaster. His maturity is evident. A man's mother. He must be experiencing an incredible rush. That game looks like it was close. Will looks dashing. How much I've missed your show. It appears like Will is rocking it out there. He is incredibly attentive and driven. Indicator of an exceptional sportsman. Holy cow. Will looks great and is all grown up now. Time flies by, doesn't it? The little couple. Will Klein shares death of my brother. Will Klein, a member of the little couple, recently shared the news of the passing of his brother on social media. How about the opinion of Jen Arnold and Bill Klein's eldest son? Fans of Jen Arnold have had to rely on her social media accounts for family updates, and more since the little couple has been off the air. Even while it's not the same as watching the family program on television, fans have been able to stay up with all the news anyway. Now that he's older, Will Klein has his own social media accounts on platforms including TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. After Will reached 14, it appears that his parents decided he was old enough to begin posting and expressing himself in a way that wasn't filtered through his mom. Having had the go-ahead, he has definitely made the most of it. With the help of the family pet, Rocky, Will Klein shared a brief photo collage. In 2022, a cherished member of the little couple family passed away. Upon establishing his own social media presence, Will Klein paid heartfelt tribute to Rocky, recalling the joyous times they had together. Will Klein tagged the photos with my brother and put a brief collage with them. Your passing is my deepest condolences. You were not deserving of this. I intended to upload this a while ago. I apologize to everyone. Even though Rocky has been dead for a while, Will and the rest of the little couple family are obviously still grieving his loss. Will did a wonderful thing by creating this touching college to honor Rocky and keep his memory alive. Some viewers of the little couple who haven't been paying attention may not know that Rocky has died. Rocky and Maggie's, Bill and Jen's pet store in Houston, was named after him. For a long time, he was an integral part of their life, and they will always remember him fondly. In response to Will Klein's recent update, many fans of the little couple sent him supportive words in sympathy for his loss. A commenter on the little couple said, "Oh no, please accept my deepest condolences. Life with you was very magical for him. My deepest sympathies are with you at this time. Please know that you are in my thoughts and prayers." No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.